When it comes to wildlife, we've always known that some of the most intelligent animals are primates, such as monkeys, gorillas, baboons, and chimps. But what happens when the tables are turned against the intelligent animals? It's the beginning of an epic rivalry.
Oh my god.
What you just witnessed was a big cat using a baby baboon as bait. This footage was taken by wildlife photographer Thomas during an expedition in Botswana's Okavango Delta. For 30 minutes, the leopard tried baiting the adult baboons into a rescue, but none of them took the bait. Even when the leopard tried using intellect that was on the level of a primate, the real primates used their own level of intellect. Although they knew that one of their young was in danger, they could clearly see the leopard only a few feet behind him, which in our opinion was pretty stupid of the leopard. He may have had a great idea in using the baby as bait, but he really screwed the pooch by standing out in the open to watch what happened. The leopard didn't kill the baby. As a matter of fact, it took great care not to hurt it. Taking it in his mouth, the leopard carried it a short distance off and let it go. However, the leopard didn't retreat. As a matter of fact, it stayed fairly close, keeping a watchful eye over the young baboon. As it would crawl and scamper about, its captor would seem as if it were looking past it. If it got too far away, the leopard would gently take it in its mouth, carry it back another short distance, and then release it to walk and play freely. There have been some incredibly intense rivalries throughout history. Lion versus hyenas, Coke versus Pepsi, Republicans versus Democrats. You get the point. In terms of primates though, what type of animal could cause it enough trouble to make it a natural enemy? That animal is the leopard, the large cat who has evolved into one of the world's most proficient climbers, silent stalkers, and efficient killers. For centuries, leopards and various wild primates have gone to some extraordinary lengths to really piss one another off. In actuality, their hatred for each other goes way deeper than just randomly angering each other. They have an incredibly deep hatred for each other. For example, baboons are among the many primates who enjoy a place near the top of the food chain, traveling in large groups and staying safe way high up in the trees. They're able to hunt, travel, and live in relative safety, all while showing off their really colorful butts. But when it comes to leopards, that safety disappears. Leopards are actually the main predators of baboons, hunting them on a pretty regular basis. The size advantage is clearly in favor of the leopards in these fights. However, a large group of baboons will defend themselves, often to extreme lengths, which usually results in very violent confrontations. For all of their ferocity though, these confrontations always happen in the daylight, since baboons cannot see in the dark and are very vulnerable at night. Although the leopard will rarely be killed or even hurt, they can sometimes be chased away. Now, there's one more important thing about leopards that we haven't discussed. They're the most active at night. So where can you find them during the day? Look up. They're in the trees. As a matter of fact, as long as the sun is up, 2/3 of the leopard's day will be spent in the tree. In case you haven't put two and two together, that's also where monkeys and other primates spend a lot of their time. With this being the case, there are bound to be a few encounters that end in violence. Here's the thing though. Although leopards spend a lot of time in the trees, they are no match for the agility of monkeys. When you combine this with the fact that these monkeys and apes are incredibly powerful, it spells trouble for the leopards. These clashes can sometimes end with the leopard being thrown from the tree. It doesn't mean that this is the case all the time. The monkeys, apes, and baboons may have a bit of an upper hand in the trees. Leopards are known as being some of the most proficient climbers among the various types of big cats. They have been known to kill larger animals and drag their lifeless carcasses up trees to eat. We would like to add one quick side note to this story before we continue. Although we have painted the leopard as a heartless predator that can dismantle primates at will, some of the various animals have their own jerkish tendencies as well. Baboons, for example, have been known to find unattended leopard cubs and dispatch them. Also, just as the leopard sometimes does, the baboons does not opt to eat them. They simply kill them for the sport of it. In the end, it is not known what happened with the leopard, the baby baboon, or the other baboons. Thomas and his team had to leave to catch their flight back to Germany before anything unfolded. But when they left, the baby monkey was still alive and in the care of the leopard. no adult baboons had made a move to try and rescue it. What are we to make of something like this? Leopards are known for being largely solitary animals. They don't hunt in prides like lions. When they hunt, they can rely on themselves. But here, instead of simply going all out and killing one of the baboons, as he easily could have, he opted for a slow, methodical approach. Perhaps cats are a lot smarter than we give them credit for. Whatever it is, one thing is certain. Nature is a freakishly scary thing. Baboons carrying off baby leopards, leopards carrying off baby baboons, monkeys throwing leopards from trees. Where does it end? If evolution keeps going with these two families of animals as it has, there's no telling what evolutionary advances will happen in the next few thousand years. One thing is for certain though, this animal rivalry will continue for many years to come.